You wake up, unlock your phone, and suddenly you're bombarded. Headlines screaming at you, notifications lighting up, social feeds accelerating past so fast you can barely keep up. Every second, something or someone is demanding your attention. Doesn't it feel like your focus is slipping through your fingers, no matter how hard you try to keep it? But what if I told you it's not your fault? You haven't just lost your attention, it's been stolen. Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project. If you want to reclaim your focus and stay sharp in a world full of distractions, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Everyone talks about distraction as if it's a personal weakness or a flaw in our brains. We panic over shrinking attention spans and our apparent inability to focus on one task for more than a few minutes. But the story is deeper. Our attention wasn't simply lost, it's been systematically taken from us, and it's been happening for centuries. To really understand how our attention got sold out, we need to rewind to the 19th century. Back then, newspapers were expensive, priced for wealthy professionals who needed political or financial news. Most people were never even considered as an audience. Then a visionary printer launched a low-cost daily paper, affordable for everyone. But there was a catch. Printing the paper cost more than selling it. So he did something revolutionary for that time. He sold space inside the newspaper to advertisers. Suddenly, his business wasn't just about informing people. It was about selling the eyes and attention of readers to whoever would pay the most. Think about that. People paid to read the paper, but what really mattered was the attention they gave while reading it. Sound familiar? Every free app or platform you use today works exactly the same way. Your attention is what's really for sale. To make these cheap newspapers profitable, publishers needed to attract as many eyes as possible, and sensational headlines were born. Dramatic stories, scandals, shocking events, anything that could grab attention fast and hold it. The more outrageous, the better. Sales exploded. Competitors copied the strategy, and soon, newspapers were locked in an arms race for attention, using increasingly wild stories, even invented ones. Today's clickbait, fake headlines, and constant scandals on our feeds? They're just modern versions of the same attention-grabbing tactics from centuries ago. You've probably heard the saying, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. But sometimes, like in those early newspapers, you're both. You pay with your money, and your attention is quietly resold behind the scenes. We talk about the attention economy as if it started with smartphones, but it didn't. Every ad you see, every notification, every headline, it's all designed to pull your attention somewhere else, usually not for your benefit. If you've made it this far, I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you feel your attention has truly been stolen? What tricks or habits help you stay focused? Drop a comment below and hit that like button so we can spread this message to more people fighting to reclaim their attention. As media empires grew, the scramble for attention only intensified. Local news? It's now controlled largely by a small number of massive media companies. They don't necessarily tell you what to think, but they absolutely influence what you think about. What gets your attention and what doesn't. This is called agenda setting. These companies can't control your thoughts, but by deciding which stories are broadcast, they decide which conversations society has. The internet was supposed to change everything. Anyone could share their message, set their own agenda, create their own narrative. And while that is true, the old incentives remained. Online, outrage spreads faster than kindness. Drama explodes. Feuds between creators dominate feeds, grab millions of views, and, naturally, generate huge revenue through ads. And just like the old news empires, online platforms are seeing their own version of consolidation. Today, large investment groups purchase entire networks of popular channels, controlling vast portions of what gets published, shaping trends and narratives behind the scenes. But now, there's a new force in the attention war: bots. Automated systems flood platforms with repetitive, fake, or manipulative content. A huge portion of new online articles are generated this way. You can't scroll far without running into them. Their goal? Distract you, overwhelm your feed, bury authentic conversations, dilute real information. The more scattered your attention becomes, the easier it is to influence you, or exhaust you into disengaging entirely. Every hour you spend online, someone is fighting to claim just a little more of your attention. Corporations, algorithms, automated accounts, creators, influencers, everyone wants a piece. Your attention has become the most valuable resource in the digital age. We're halfway through this journey, so if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and share your experiences with attention theft in the comments. It's never too late to reclaim your focus. If you zoom out, something becomes painfully clear. We're trapped in an attention arms race. Everywhere you turn, massive organizations spend unimaginable amounts of money, hundreds of billions each year, just to win a few seconds of your awareness. Advertising fills our streets, our feeds, our devices, even our clothing. And even when people try to fight back, using tools to block ads or limit distractions, companies simply find new ways to break through and grab attention. But maybe we've been thinking about attention all wrong. We talk about paying attention like it's a currency, something you spend and lose. But is that really all it is? A philosopher from the last century offered a radically different idea. She argued that true attention, at its highest level, is like a form of prayer, not a transaction, but an act of care. Instead of paying attention, imagine attending to something, giving it respect, choosing it intentionally, caring about it fully. Advertisers want your attention to make a sale. Algorithms want your attention to show more ads. But your attention doesn't have to be for sale. You can choose to attend to things that matter, that nourish your mind, that elevate your life. Every notification, every ad, every headline is competing for the spotlight of your mind. But when you understand that attention is more than a commodity, that it's an act of care, you can become intentional about where you direct it. Taking back control of your attention isn't just about turning off notifications or installing blockers. It's about changing your relationship with focus itself. Start by asking yourself, what is trying to steal my attention? And more importantly, what is genuinely worth attending to? What deserves my presence, my care, my awareness? If you're ready to dive deeper into mastering your mind and using attention as a force for good in your life, check out the next videos waiting for you right here. Subscribe, ring that bell, and together, let's reclaim the focus and clarity you truly deserve.